Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome. My name's Nori, and we are coming to you live from the Digital Engineering server. This is modded Minecraft Valhelsia 3, and this is our mess. It is Friday night. So typically, sometimes we do Friday night FPSs. Didn't really have too much lined up. So tonight we're going to get started on our Britannia Castle. It's been a long awaited thing to get going. One of the first things that we needed to do was to go kill a couple of Gaia Guardians and whatnot. So we've been very busy this week. And as such, I can honestly state that we have, with the help of some members of the server, have gone out and we have gotten our Shard of Laputa. We've also gone back and killed the Gaia Guardian a number of times so that we could get a maxed level Shard of Laputa. And as such, we are ready to go. So I thought for a Friday night we would put on a little bit of music, go on out there to the Britannia Island, and let's raise a little cane. Let's make an island go float. Let's go have some fun. So, with that aside, let's get this party started. We do have more people online. Got a great group of people who have come and joined us on this server. So there's a lot of activity bustling around on the server. It's been rather interesting the last couple of days. We've done some interior decorating. Yes, I couldn't resist. I had to put my name up there in lights. So we got some painting. We got some furniture going in now. So it's just starting to look a little bit busier in here, which is nice. I've also decided that this is going to be my armory, so I'm going to try and get my hands on one of every type of armor that can be found in the game, and we will stand it up like a bat cave. Just have it sitting up here. We will do something different with these trap doors. They are fine for right now, but I think I'd rather have something a little bit more automated. But we are getting way off track. We are going to go raise an island, so let's go do that. So I don't want to leave this here. But I will give everybody the opportunity. That's not to say we did. So this is kind of marking the center of what we wanted for the island anyway. So we're going to take him down. We are going to go get our Shard of Laputa. That down here. And then, so all we have to do is right click on the block we want. So I did do a measuring out with this path here. So you can see this is going to be, it should be somewhere in this neck of the woods, left and right. And then it should actually go all the way out to the water on both sides. So we should get a fairly large chunk of this island to come up. So, as they say, I don't know where they say it at. Here goes nothing. Let's not be anywhere. Let's try that. Oh, there you can see it coming up now. So you can see it just literally as it just rips the ground right on out and then relocates it several blocks up into the air. That's the thing I was concerned about. It always seems to do this with trees. When they pull up trees, it replaces the leaves, but without putting the actual wood blocks up here, the leaves just kind of fall away. So, in case anybody's curious, why am I flying? Because I've got enough to make myself a flugel tiara, and so that allows me to do some creative mode flight. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut these trees down before we carbon copy this, because that's not gonna work. that's okay. It's still fun to watch this thing pull the ground up. So we'll come back down here. So yeah, this is just going to relocate very nicely for us. Let's get a little bit of some background music. And we'll just watch it pull up all that resource. Just pull a plug out the ground, as it were. Yes, I do have that. There we go. So once this thing finishes pulling everything up, we'll take a create blueprints of the floating island. No, I think we'll pull the trees off and at first. I think we'll just try and regrow the trees on the other side once we get it over there. We can plant them however we want. Though I think we're going to be taking them down anyways to make room for the castle. It's going to go up here. So there you go. But it's doing a fabulous job of just like leaving a nice crater in the world. So that's very nice. Things are so much fun to play with. If you haven't done one of these, you probably should. Highly recommend them. It's just very satisfying to watch this stuff. Is anybody going to sleep, I wonder? It's all right. Yeah, when it pulls it up, I find it interesting because these things actually tend to look like the little grounds. If you do the floating flowers, that's what this kind of ends up being as a representation of that floating flower. Let's see if we can't. We'll sleep on the island one last time before it's picked up. Yep. Last time I did this was a mod pack. A while back. I ended up picking up a good chunk of a village when I did that. It was actually pretty kind of funny. Had built a house up there. Of course, when it tried to put the house back together again, it wrecked all the windows, all the glass. Just completely destroyed it. I do know that this stuff doesn't do water that well. However, if you're, look, Bazinga has joined the game. If you're interested in what kind of resources are in the area as you're pulling it up, you can get a good idea. I do not recommend standing in the way of this thing. Yes, it's like a 3D printer, but it will, it'll actually put the blocks right on top of your head, so you can suffocate in one of these things. So it is one of those things that is kind of good to keep in mind. And we'll come at this thing with a silk touch, and we'll just pull everything off exactly like it is. It's just so much fun. Now, interesting enough, this bit right here is probably that sand. And it pulled the sand, but because it's sand, the sand just fell right back down here. Which I'm apt to just leave it exactly like it is, because then it fits like a little key back into this place where we pulled it out from. What is this? Oh, it dropped a flower. Yeah, there's some. Go down here, do a little cleanup. Now, it is worthwhile to keep in mind the fact that as this is going on, mobs will absolutely spawn down there in that dark place. So, you know, if you're not comfortable dealing with them, you may not want to hang out down there too much. Yeah, definitely just take the trees out. That's all right. We'll take the trees out as we're before we blueprint it. It'll be just fine. You can see the little bitty changes as the map updates. Now, looking from overhead, it shouldn't, once this is done, it shouldn't look at all different than what it did originally until we remove everything. We are going to need an awful lot of storage to remove all of this. Awful lot of storage. I may have to go make a second infinity backpack to support this, or we just unload the infinity backpack I have and make room for all of that.
Yes, you do.
Well,
Yes, I do. Hi, Kotoa.
Hello.
You stream sniping?
Sure. Not really. I had a question.
Ask
Hoping
away.
you could help. So I'm trying to play a game and it threw up an error. So I tried deleting it and re-downloading it and it's still throwing up the same error.
What error?
MCV something for 110.dll.
Sounds like you're missing a C++ binary pack. It's a secondary install that should have come along with the game. I don't know what game you tried to install.
Paladins.
That should have put that in there as part of the installation. You might try to do a reinstall and then reboot the machine. So uninstall it, reboot it, and then once you come on the other side of that, do a reinstallation. Also, go to your add and remove programs. There should be a Microsoft C library installation package in there, and you may just need to reinstall that.
Add and remove?
Yeah, add and remove programs.
The hell is that at?
It's in your control panel.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we just threw down our shard of Laputa, our max level shard of Laputa, and so we're watching our new Botania island being ripped out of the ground.
Nice.
And so between tonight and tomorrow, we're going to carbon copy this and hopefully rip the whole thing out, and then we'll remove it from this world and we'll take it to the next.
Gotcha. Oh god, now I gotta figure out which C+ it is.
See, that's my suspicion. The error you're getting is probably because one of those is conflicting with the other, so the installation didn't work quite right. So you may just need to if you still have the error message, you should be able to look and see which that was interesting. It's a perfectly little caved hole right there. Huh. It is. It's a perfectly little caved hole right there. You should be able to look and see which what directory path that's in, and that may give you a little bit more information as to which C++ library brings that one in.
If I still have the error?
Yeah, the error message gives you that MCV library it should have named off is a specific C++ library. So
MSVCR.
Yes, that guy. You can find him. It should help you in locating which one of those applications is the one that puts him in place, and then you can remove just that one and then reinstall it. You don't want to reinstall them all because that requires that you know where to find those, and some of those are actually brought in with the operating system, so you got to kind of be a little careful with that.
And how would I find the one I'm looking for?
If you still have the error message gives you the name of the file.
MVCR110.
MVC R110.
Mm-hmm.
As part of the Microsoft Visual C++.
I know that. I'm looking at all the ones that say that. They all have different years and numbers at the end of them.
So, what is the latest one?
2015 to 2019. But I have 2 of those.
Has it complained that it's missing?
Yes.
Okay. Da, da, da.
No, it just says it was not found. So basically missing.
So go Google. I'm gonna put this up in the. I'll just send you a DM. Hang on a second. Go Google. That and get it from Microsoft. Download that from Microsoft and install that. Let's see if I can.
Let's see. There's the 2013 version.
Looks like this from Visual Studios. Hang on, don't do that.
I was about to say that's a Visual Studio.
Oh no, that's exactly what it's. Yeah, get that one. Yeah, you want go get that Visual Studio link and then install it. It'll be all right.
Choose the download you want. ARM 6486.
You
I'm
want
looking at
64. Yours is a
okay.
64-bit processor. The 86 is for 32-bit processors, and the ARM is obviously for ARM processors, which are
Yeah.
for mobile applications.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, welcome to Nori's stream, where we do technical repairs and troubleshooting while we're gaming.
Okay, so I have to download and it says repair, uninstall, and close. So I guess I'm repairing it.
Yep.
All right.
And that should put everything back into place for you. My guess is when you uninstalled it, the program that wanted that stuff actually ripped it out on you. And left you in a very funny state.
It seemed
We're
like it.
starting to get a bowl shape.
A bowl shape.
Oh, if you were watching on stream, you could see it. Oh, and there's some spiders spawning in.
Well, go talk to the Spider Queen. She can handle that problem for you.
It's just so much fun to watch this shard of the Laputa just yank stuff out of the ground. Let's see. I should be able to take this guy and put him in extended vein and pink. Grab all the wood. Grab most of the wood. There we go. I should have grabbed all the wood. So yeah, we'll have to put these trees back, but that's all right. I think we can live with that. We were going to have to put trees back anyways, because I wasn't going to try and figure out how to feed all those leaves to the create machine anyhow, so this works. We'll just clean this up real quick while we're waiting for the rest of the land to come up top.
I'll be back if I have any other questions.
Okay, well, we'll be here. We're going to be here till, I think, 10 o'clock is what our scheduled time is, so even if not, you're welcome to still come on into the stream and watch and be amazed. All right. Just do some cleanup. Nice little cleanup. Gotta say, I have to admit that picking up VCO and then getting the perk that throws everything into your bags is a very handy thing when you're working high up in the air. Now, it does not work for everything, but it does work for most things. Everybody is happy on the server. Look at that. We have a full complement of individuals on the server. Oh, welcome back. I can hear you, Katoa. Yeah, this will not be a safe island. Well, that's interesting. It actually stops at the sand. It doesn't even try to pick the sand up. I guess they must have fixed that. It didn't used to have that behavior. It used to try and pick up the sand and the gravel and everything else, and it would all fall back. Yeah. We are coming up on the halfway mark now. So that's some of the stuff off my bars. So this piece of grass right here is the halfway point. We are coming up on it. I would say that tree right there definitely needs to go. So we'll just pull him right out the way.
I'm back.
Yep.
Didn't work.
You might have to have it remove it and reinstall it then.
The one time I want to play this damn game, and this is what happens.
Yep. Well, there's not a whole lot I can do about that.
Yeah, I know.
Why did you remove it?
Why'd I remove what?
The game.
I didn't. I have not uninstalled it.
Oh, it just then you uninstalled something else that pulled that file out on you.
Yep, seems like it.
What is that your boy says? Sucks to suck?
That's what I say.
Oh, is that okay? Well, somebody says it. I'm an old man.
Sucks to suck.
All right, here we go. Just pull up some trees.
I love how Discord just told me it's not responding, but I can still hear you.
Are you listening to me on Twitch?
No. Through Discord.
Yeah, so that should be the boundary limit. So we'll just take out all of these trees right here close by. What's up, Yo 8 Skull? It is on Vein Mine, dude. Oh, you want it extended? Well, it's on Vein. But it's still not getting the leaves. Which is fine. I'm only trying to get ahead of the shard that is picking everything up right now. So, well, the trees still don't count as ores. But this thing, as it picks everything up, is like it always does. I've never seen Botania's Shard of Laputa actually pick up a tree and move it correctly. So they're just easier just to tear up at yourself. Well, the whole thing, watching this whole thing is very satisfying. Watching it all work. Like I don't know. To me, it's like watching a 3D printer. I enjoy a good 3D printer working. Let me get my magnet ring out. That's what I need to do. It's not to run around and pick all this stuff up. Aren't they though? It's like my favorite thing to watch. Yeah, my the company I work for was actually very nice. They sent me a free 3D printer. So every now and again I hook it up and send it to print something. Well, it's my favorite part about running this the Shard of Laputa. Other than the fact that, obviously yeah. I find it interesting that they swiped from a really good Studio Ghibli anime for that.
Every time I go to download that file, it kicks me out of Discord.
Yeah, it probably eats up all your bandwidth. There we go.
I'll be back if I have any questions.
Yep, we'll be here.
Yep.
We're still gonna just steadily move along, removing this, getting this island moved around. See if we can't avoid making too much of a mess. Let's go take a flight up here. I think, yeah, we're still gonna get some more trees, it looks like. I will just pull all these trees out. It'll be all right. Don't mess with me, Mr. Beetle. I don't want to deal with you right now. Not interested in you. Oops. That's not good. That would not have been good. Yep, flamethrowers are very nice. I actually think I have everything to make a flamethrower. I just haven't done so yet. I'm trying to think what all. I have the hydrolytic separator. I have lots of hydrogen. I am hooked up on hydrogen. Actually, have that. I had that plugged into a gas burner, but that's not really very efficient for power. I mean, I guess it's good enough for a little short burst, but I would not run that as a complete power system. Conversion rate. Yep. That's what I figured. I've been busy dealing with the Gaia Guardian, so. Yep, kitchen sink and the electrolytic separator. All right, you know what? I don't really want to have to deal with you, so go away. All right. I think that gets us in a good state for the rest of this island. So let's do a brief flyby. Well, we can definitely see where there was some sand bits. And yeah. Gotta give us some room. We can add some. I think what we'll do is where the sand was at, we'll actually replace that with water when we get to get over to blue skies with this island. On my head curio, right now I don't have anything on my head curio. I have been running the flugel tiara, so I don't have to wear my mantle of stars. That's what's been in my head tiara, head curio. No. I hate these seeds. The head spectator? You're talking about from Britannia. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I had looked into making that. I just hadn't gotten around to it. Yeah, there it is. Oh, yeah, that's stupid. I don't remember it being... that was useful for identifying stuff that was falling on the ground. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they're easy to make. Maybe once this thing gets finished up, we'll go make one real quick. We are over the halfway mark, so this is not going to take too long at all. I figured about 10 minutes. We've been about 10 minutes into it. Yeah, chunk loaders are in the game, but what we have discovered on the server here is that some of our members, their ping rates are not so well that putting a chunk loader, especially when it's busy, actually messes with them a little bit. So we've been trying not to use chunk loaders an awful lot, unless we absolutely need to. We got some new players on the server, and so it's just been one of those things that for the better part of the community that's here, we're trying to avoid that. Yep. We've been using waystones. We could. I just stuck it right in the box. I think we can put that. We should be able to put that right there. That's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. That can sit right there. This should allow me to do this without messing anything up, I think. Unload that chunk for just a brief second. It won't kill anything. And then we can grab our wireless crafter. Yeah, well, there's over here at my base, there's an awful lot going in, and so if I pop in and I just start running around, don't let everything load up, it gets a little laggy. Most everywhere else is fine. It's specifically here at my base that it gets really bad, and that's just because I have a ton of farms that I've got going on. So the tick rate over at my area is pretty bad. And I probably should just turn them all off when I'm not using them, but I just don't. So there you go. I have a lot of unoptimized projects, and of course the running water is not always helpful, but when you sit yourself right on top of a very large colony with a lot of people running around down there too, that tends to mess with things a little bit. So if you pop in and you let everything load up, it's not bad. But if you just pop in and start running, yeah, it gets a little choppy. Hopefully that did not stop this from running. Nope. Good, good, good. Hey, look, Bazinga has come over for a visit. Not Bazinga, that's Zodicus. Zoda came over to visit. Wow. I gotta learn to read names better. Little floating islands coming around. Looks like we're gonna have some rather interesting little cave systems in here too. I should probably do something about that. I'll deal with that later. But yeah, it looks like, yeah, we'll just right along the outside edge. I think we'll just throw some water out there. Just let some water run off the side of that. I helped to fill this place out. Build a big old castle on top of this. Yeah, we're gonna have a project that'll keep us busy at least for, I don't know, a couple, 2, 3 weekends, anyways. I'll try to avoid doing too much building on my own. It's going to be a lot. Yep. So in tomorrow morning stream, we will look into figuring out exactly how many create diagrams we're going to need to put this thing back together again. And then we'll tear all this down. But that is the most satisfying thing to watch. It's just a slow roll, and I love the dome shape underneath of that. It still actually looks like, you know, it's a scoop of an island. Can we get some light underneath that just for... Yeah. So we can see a little bit of what's going on down here. Yes, I know. There's a bunch of bad things that want to get hold of me. Get out of the working area. So that was definitely a lake right here. So we'll have to put that back. Maybe. All right. Lots of busy people on tonight. And something very just, you know, really satisfying watching this occur. She managed to keep the water there. That was nice of it. Alright, I can go right there. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Whatever. Nothing like a half a plant. Ooh. Yeah, that would have been. I feel like maybe I miscalculated the size of this thing. I might have miscalculated it by a little. Yeah, I feel like just a little bit of a miscalculation. That's all right. It's a little bit, whatever. We can fix a lot of that later. Just a lot of block of ow. Oh, freaking archer. I'll shoot somebody else. Like that actually hurt. All right. Oh, we are so excited. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what happens. We should be getting right there towards the end now. Yeah, there it is. It's the last bit. Yeah, looks like I was a little off. It's all right. All right. And we have raised the island. It's a very satisfying sight. Now all that's left is to blueprint it, pick it all up, and take it away from here. All right. Get our little curio box. We'll put that in there. Done. Yeah, I think this has got a bunch of the stuff in there for this. Yep. Okay. So the next thing is to see what it's going to take to get this thing copied. should have, there it is. You're looking to copy something with, well, anything. This is a good little tool to help with. Oh, we want to come. That'll work. Okay. All right, that'll give us our start block. And that should be all we need. So we should be able to tell him. And look at there. Oh. Range. Guess we weren't done with that after all. All right. Just make certain that we get far enough away. This is going to be nice and easy. It's going to let us do it in one carbon copy. Yeah, we'll just go a little further. It won't hurt. This should be good enough. All right. And we take a quick flyby, but that looks like that's actually going to get everything we want. How nice is that? Now, we don't want it to pick this thing up. That is not going to be its final resting place, but everything else should be just fine. So there we go. One carbon copied. Floating island. I think this works. Oof. I just barely got that bit of island in there, didn't I? All right. On to the Ever Dawn. Okay, we have our schematic. That's not where that goes. That goes there. Don't care about the dirt. The dirt is cheap. All right. So now the thing that we have to do is tear it all down. I mean, technically, I guess we don't actually have to tear it all down. We can just leave it here and then just go to the Everdawn and put it up. But I actually want to remove it from this side of the world. So that is what we will do. First things first. I want the thing that is in my bag. This one. Because we can take that and that, plop it down, load it up, select our island, and we wait for it to get loaded because this is going to be the next build portion. Right after we empty out the island. Huh. Yeah, that's been a new change as they've added that in here as well. So you can see all the little buff icons with the latest update. All right. Throw that back in there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an island. Yes, we do. All right. So with that done, the thing that is left to do is tear this island down, put a bunch of storage up, and collect it all. We will do that later. What we'll do is go back to Mountain Retreat, give everything a second to load up, figure out what's going on. Aha. Looks like Katoa got his system up and going. They are going to play, I think they're playing Paladins tonight, so that should pretty be interesting. If you're at all interested in FPS and you want to take a gander at that. All right. I think, and this is what I think is really interesting about the whole schematic cannon and whatnot, is I think we can put that there. Haven't used it all that much. I have used it a little. Should be able to put that here, put this here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, duh. Gotta have a book. Book. Pay attention to what you're doing. What it's asking for. It wants a book. We have one free book. It's alright. That is all we needed. wonder if it doesn't want that book. I wonder if it wants the other book. No. All right. Let's do this because we have a spot actually designated for this. So let's just pick all this up. Running out of space in my bag. On my belt. That's all right. All right. And in we go. The fact that it does that. All right. It was. That's the beacon dungeon. There it is. We are looking for the bees. Just do it this way. There we go. So this is where I wanted to put the island. And I think, thinking right there. So I'll grab that. There we go. Now we will remember how to use this stupid thing. As we wave our. There we go. And then let's change our Y and bring it down because I think I want it a little lower in the area. So we'll take it right to there. So it turned out to be a lot bigger than what I was expecting it to be. That's all right. still think I want it to come down a little more. And then maybe we'll push it that way. No, that's why. Like that. That's looking a little better. We can take out that little chunk of land right there. Maybe not. Maybe we'll leave it right there. As it looks like. Yeah. I wonder if we could squeeze that in here. I think we'll try that. Come on back this way. Down, down, down. Let's see. Did we just about get it in here? I actually think we did squeeze it in here. I just think it would look cooler nestled down deep in this thing. And then we can expand into the upper space here. Build some roadways off it. Like, oops, we landed here, but you know, we made the best of a bad situation. The question is how deep in here do we want it? Oh, okay. So we can't get it too much deeper into here. We could pull a little ways back here. I think that's a good spot. I think I like that spot. So, where did I put my box of goodies? Not there. It's got to be it right there. All right. And there we go. Okay, so we'll put that in here. That should be already assigned, so I should be able to drop that in my hand, wait for the little lag spiky, and it should show up. Yep, right where I wanted it. Okay, so we can store that away. We've got our checklist of ingredients. Wow. And that's why we're going to go dig up that area. That is why we're just going to dig up the island and put it back, because I don't want to have to try and figure out what I was looking for. Alright. The portals home are that away. I think I actually have. Did I put it away in here? No, I did not. I left it over there. Never mind, I know where it's at. Alright. I don't feel like this. Hey, Kelia. How's it going? Dude, you totally missed the island floatate. Island cleanup. Doing all right. Doing all right. Yeah, hang on a sec. I'll take you over there. We just finished floating the island. So that was wild. Let me just put some things away real quick because I want to take the fast way home. And to do that, we need our other mode of transportation. All right. Whoa, heads up. That would have been painful. All right. Ow. Yeah. Come on, vanish me across. Wow, it actually spat me back out the right portal for a change.